Be careful. God, I just dropped my ring. Need to be careful indeed. But still, I mean, as you say, you want to try and break down that space, and I think it's just going to be a good focus of, you know, making sure to stay on top of that level of game plan. It's very, I guess, it's very, very easy, you know, for certain characters to just kind of make you feel out of your comfort zone. The ease at which Min Min can play at range is such a scary part of her game plan, obviously, and how flexible it can be in that too. So let's see what Snormanda can do. Obviously, throwing out a few combos here and there, just trying to keep the pace up and making it hard for Min Min to really kind of settle down and find that strength. But as soon as, you know, their opponent's off stage, then they can begin that, you know, that onslaught.
Exactly. Besides, Snormanda is the kind of player that adores edge guarding overall, and it's definitely something he's gonna have to look for against Min Min. And so far, he's trying to make that happen. He's trying to make her make Freetox go out of stage, but with a little to no success so far.
Yeah, Snormanda are doing a very, very good job of just trying to read these tech rolls early on stage as well, and, you know, obviously cleanly showing just early on just a good bit of reaction play. Playing online is a big thing, but of course, a simple edge guard just hangs the arm just over the stage, the Dragonflyer shot, and takes out that first stock.
Exactly, in a very solid fashion so far. And as I said, you could see that that Freetox could do it from really in the middle of the stage. He was edge guarding, not even edge trapping, edge guarding Snormanda at the middle of the stage. So it's very, very hard for Snormanda to deal with this so far. Besides, he's having a hard time having anything happen. Already 111% in his second stock.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, the Ram coming out as well. Obviously, that's the flexible thing as well. You know, the 3 different arms that are available do different jobs. And managing to get that stock falling down, you know, just slightly off stage, gets the grab and the recovery, and, you know, 2 stock lead already. That will be immediately answered, however. But a stock lead, very clean stock lead for Freetox in this first game.
Very clean, exactly. And again, he's gonna make something happen if he gets him off stage. But right now, this side B is going to be crucial because thanks to the armor, he can make it back very good to get back into the stage. But be careful because so far Freetox has been punishing those landings very well. As soon as he is on stage, he can make something happen. So right now the mission right there is going to be get back on stage safely.
Yeah, and goes underneath. Yeah, waits patiently out for the Ram to kind of come under. Very, very smart there. Okay, yeah, the Mecha Cooper goes under, but again, the massive range of this recovery does keep Freetox safe.
Does keep Freetox safe indeed. He's gonna make something happen if he keeps going. 134% already in that stock, and the up smash is gonna definitely take it. Freetox low profiling that out of shield option, and definitely getting the kill right after first game goes to the French player.
Very good, part of that, you know, I know that, you know, low profiling is just a very, very specific thing, you know, having that up smash kind of go on, kind of lower down before coming up, you know, you saw, as you were mentioning, the outer shield option coming out the fair, trying to just catch any particular option, but nice decision from Freetox, excuse me, to, you know, counterattack that with that up smash. Just being aware of that particular property of that move, it makes it a good decision, or at least, you know, I guess even a guess you could make to try and like check your opponent, you know, see what they're trying to do in those situations. What is the out of shield option? Can I punish it with my choice? Turns out it worked out, and it happened to be stock worthy.
Yeah, not only that, but it's great to see them trying these kind of interactions at the very early stages of the set, gathering that information, see like what kind of out of shield options does he prefer, if this stuff is going to happen. If it fails, it's alright. There's still 4 games at best coming in, and as we speak, the second game already started, this time on small battlefield.
Yeah, slightly similar, like splitting that central platform out to the sides. Again, very, very PS2-like. Yeah, I think I'm curious as to why. I mean, yeah, my kind of like specific matchup knowledge between these two, I'm not sure I've seen these two particularly, you know, go at it. So I'm trying to see exactly what Snormanda wants to do with this stage in particular, but maybe just try and have a little bit more option for that more horizontal play. oil it and use the platforms just a little bit to try and like trick around it a little bit, rather having it be pure horizontal gameplay. Where Min works very, very well with that. Her range sideways is crazy, and like one of the strongest parts. You're talking about how she edge guards from like center stage, so.
Yeah, definitely. And as you can see right now, Fritox is also making a good work of avoiding those out of state options from Snormanda. And right now, however, that tech chase is definitely gonna take it. That was crucial because so far he's kind of been rolled over. But one key play is gonna make him take the lead. Now he's gonna make something happen with those up air strings, racking up some pretty good damage.
Yeah, he was putting on a bit too much pressure there. You could see he was like hungry for some percentage, throwing out many up airs, and then Fritox just seeing the right opportunity to get that up smash. Jab combo does come out from Snormanda, gets a few extra percentage, 50% lead currently, but now we're back into that situation where, you know, the momentum's being pulled away from Snormanda a little bit, needs to try and reset and get back in. Jab's on shield though. Interesting. I think the Mecha Koopa was still in hand for Fritox, threw that and just kind of clanked with the jab. So.
Yeah, quite an interesting interaction indeed. And right now, I believe that Snormanda is trying to make something happen by rushing Fritox down and taking a lead so that he can avoid to approach. A Min that has to approach, it can be like quite troublesome. And so far, he's making good work of that already, 134%. Still keeping that lead. Mecha Koopa on deck, making something happen, but not quite. Fritox makes his way on stage.
Yeah, using these cannonballs in a very specific way to try and like close out particular areas of the stage, which he can then capitalize on the secondary part of it, seeing his opponent's movement. But so far, so much pressure coming out. Double dragon in hand, but run up. I think it looked like up smash. Just catches the jump, and Fritox loses his second stock. So again, it's on. Go ahead.
That was good information gathering from Snormanda, since Fritox has been jumping quite a lot to try to prevent him from going in the stage, and as soon as he was getting back on stage, he knew he was gonna jump and chose to do that anti-air, which allowed him to take the stock, but Fritox immediately with another answer makes it even so far.
Yeah, once again, these players have been trading back these stocks. It's always been 0-0 when we're getting into our next kind of like pairs of stocks, but yeah, you can just see, you know, these dragons, great range with that beam that shoots afterwards, you know, covering so much ground, and just it's hard to move around that one when Min is kind of controlled that up B into the into the dragon shot is kind of scary, but trading it out, it just looks like Fritox just taking control of this third stock in general. That just kind of mid stage pressure that has been building up, just kind of slowly racking up against Snormanda.
Definitely, but hey, as soon as he had that lead, out of nowhere, he managed to get the RB into the follow-up, but not quite enough to kill, even though that was a dramatic finish. This is getting quite intense, Paul.
Yeah, that was really, really close as well. If you saw what happened there, the cannonball ball came out, and then he dropped the Koopa car down, and it actually did catch on Fritox, but it didn't explode correctly, and Fritox just got away with it. Man managed to get to the stage, and never mind, the Megawatt comes out and connects, and that is gonna be intense finishing to that entire game. Really ramped it up a little bit. Because Fritox got so much like strong percent, it had so much control, but then Snormanda slowly weaseled it back in, got that wonderful back air towards the end of that stock, and then had that stage control. A very strong edge guard didn't quite come out, which allowed Fritox to get back onto stage and then maintain that control and just keep that pressure up to get the hit he needed.
Definitely, and you could see that this momentum that Snormanda was gathering at the end is definitely the thing he needs if you want to make something happen, because you could see that Fritox was quite not sure of what to do in those like pressuring scenarios, and if Snormanda manages to recreate those scenarios, he can definitely make something happen, because so far Fritox has been slowly taking control, playing that slow-paced game, and that has been his win condition so far.
Yes, indeed. It looks like Snormanda's going back to Wii Battlefield. We're into game 3 here, and Snormanda, just slightly, unable to make these, to convert these KOs when they've mattered. It is 2-0 down. So they've got a lot of work to do. It's going to have to be the reverse 3-0 if they really want to. They really want to have a chance there. There's a charge up smash coming out, but the charge, a little bit of hubris there from Freetox, getting punished by Snormanda and being able to get out of dodge. But yeah, Mecha Koopa's online, controlling a bit of space. Koopa in hand, whilst Freetox trying to find their way back on stage does manage it. Down smash will put Snormanda into a dangerous position, but does recover.
Oh, just like that, he almost gets the stock, and Freetox not afraid of blanking, not afraid of grabbing the ledge over and over again. He knows he can make that space and he cannot dispute that. However, as soon as he gets back on stage and has to meet Snormanda in the air, Snormanda has the advantage and takes the stock.
That's just scary, man. Just keeps clanking forever. Ram just trying to cover underneath the stage. However, Snormanda was on the edge. He needs to kind of... Snormanda has yet to really take the lead and get it commanding. You know, every single time a stock is taken, a stock is you know, answered back immediately. And Snormanda's been unable just to hold that, you know, that lead for as long as possible. Nice patience on the recovery, just waiting for the Ram to come through.
Damn, Snormanda is eating goose. Snormanda is surviving. Snormanda is staying alive. 179%. Managed to get back on stock and is in ledge trap position. This is good for him.
Yeah, Freetox still... Okay, yeah, does finally manages to land there, looking a little bit scary. Koopa car comes out, reopens the space. A dash attack does get thrown out, connects onto the Mecha Koopa, but does not go anywhere. But his... yeah, his life is finally up. He managed to live way beyond his means there, but...
Definitely, and now finally the stocks are back to equal. Snormanda not quite making work of that stock advantage, but hey, still anything can happen. We are talking about our second stocks here. 4 minutes and a half in the clock. There's every time of the world for both these players.
Yeah. A nice decision for Snormanda to opt for the Nair after a couple of up airs. He saw what happened last time after the up air was punished by the up smash. There was opted for a longer active move. Mecha Koopa holding onto this edge guard, drops the Koopa car, and then allows the roll on stage to get the back air. This is a really good sequence from Snormanda and does get that stock taken. Freetox just playing a little bit too far off the edge and then gets punished for it. Now we're going to get some... Back air string didn't quite connect into... Well, up air string didn't connect into the back air, rather. So a nice beginning into this third stock. And this is the strongest lead Snormanda has had all set.
Indeed, and he needs the kind of thing. He needs that momentum. He can take that momentum, but right as I was speaking, Freetox grabs him and manages to punish not one, but maybe 2 landings, not quite. Snormanda mixing it up, going upward, manages to quite make it back on stage. But again, these arms reach so far. It's so hard to get back on stage once they put you away.
Mm-hmm. And then this is the thing, isn't it? Just the way that Min works with consistent pressure coming out and very nice. You know, forcing. This is the thing, right? Because of the way that Min can cover the ground and that kind of like that entire like roll on neutral get up zone, as well as hanging off the ledge, you're almost in a way forced to jump. You know, if you're kind of like if you're taking your time, which makes it so easy for a Min to kind of like find their timing and get the punish on your recovery, as Freetox did there, and immediately makes up the percentage deficit. He's got the lead. He's got the percent lead.
This is getting big. This is getting huge. He's trying to meet him in the air. Dash attack is gonna cross up. Is getting safe. Forward smash was sent, but no connection. The jab, however, is gonna make Min off stage. Maybe he can make it back. Not quite. He did reverse that up B, and it wasn't enough with the other one. Snormanda finally taking that first game of the set.
Very necessary. Obviously very necessary to stay in winners. But yeah, we have Freetox on the verge, 1 game away from top 8. And I think there was 2 interactions that were kind of similar. You know, Snormanda is getting a lot more aggressive with his edge guards. You know, he's firing out the high-ish cannonball to like just kind of force it to be a low recovery because of the way that cannonball generally works in the air, and then going down there in an aggressive manner, throwing out things like Nair with the active nature of it to try and just get a connection and push them away even further. But just that presence, I think, being a lot more in Freetox's face is kind of like, I guess, fumbling Freetox a little bit, because I think both the second and third stock in that game felt like, I wouldn't call them like, you know, SDs or anything, you know, but it's just that pressure causes the inability to recover accurately.
Yeah, and you know, what you're saying might actually explain the stage choices. Since these stages are so small, you can actually make Freetox get off stage much more easily. Which is why once it is Freetox's turn to choose the stage, we're gonna go in somewhere much bigger, so much wider. This time around, this is going to be happening in Chaos.
Yeah, this is also kind of interesting because, like, you know, a big thing that Snormanda's been doing throughout the game when it comes to recovery has been patience underneath the stage, you know, being able to kind of go underneath the lip and then kind of come back up using, you know, his up B to slide up. But it doesn't have that option right now, and maybe just the ability of Min Min to kind of like cover that hanging space is going to be a lot harder perhaps for Snormanda to deal with.
Besides that, the stage layout is actually quite good for Freetox to control the center stage once he has it just like that. 124% already in Snormanda's stock, and it's quite racking up. As soon as Snormanda has the opportunity, he tries to make something happen, but not quite. We are back to neutral.
And then goes again for an aggressive option onto a shield. Up smash will connect and take that first stock. So again, the work is on Snormanda to get back into this, trying to find some form. Oh, does connect, but doesn't get the explosion again. There is a recovery for Freetox.
Definitely. Freetox very aware of how this RB works. Every time he gets hit, not by the explosion, but the hitbox right before it, he managed to get an air dodge upwards and snap the ledge. So again, very good awareness from that player. He definitely knows what's up.
Ooh, okay, yeah, I think that that felt like a little bit of Wi-Fi goodness there, but does eventually get the stock, so it doesn't matter. 105% is the difference. Well, maybe it'd be a full stock. Actually, grabbing the Mecha Cooper, it does explode and gives a little bit of 3% over. Oh man, yeah, the Ram Ram is being able to cover that high space as well. Those platforms are not safe.
Definitely, yeah, Min Min has such an easy way to covering every single nook and cranny in Kalos. It's actually quite the living nightmare for Snormanda so far. He was making good use of that center stage, but as soon as Freetox lands aggressively with that neutral air, the tables have turned.
Oh, and connects onto the Cooper car and takes that stock. So one stock to go for Freetox to get into that top 8. Snormanda doing some stuff underneath the stage. It looks like he's generally recovering, but yeah.
Quite the hard recovery. As you were saying, the stage layout is preventing him from actually snapping the ledge properly to slide underneath the Ram Ram, which is making his recoveries a bit worse, and Freetox definitely making usage of that.
And Freetox is getting so many big hits right now. 121%. Goes for the edge guard. It looks like it's gonna. Ooh. No, it doesn't have the. Yeah, just as they didn't have the Cooper car hit him out of it. The Bowser Jr.'s cut was gone. Couldn't recover, and that's going to be 3-1. Man.
Yeah, that's going to be 3-1. A solid performance by Freetox, which, despite the clear intentions of his opponent to put him off stage as soon as he could within those small stages, still manages to have a pretty good disadvantage overall and always make it back on stage with very good awareness of what was happening, of what options Snormanda was using during his edge guard.
Yeah, sure. I really appreciate, you know, just after that third game had been taken, you know, there was an opportunity that Snormanda had maybe to kind of like really get back into that game, but Freetox shut it down immediately. And I think, you know, you were mentioning at the beginning of Game 4 as well, that stage pick was so important to that too. I'm curious, we didn't get to see the stage ban specifically for that particular game, and I'm curious to see what Snormanda actually banned, because I think everything that you mentioned about Kalos being in favor of Min Min really tended to come true there, and actually seemed to be a very specific part of that Game 4. So why that wasn't maybe like an immediate ban from Snormanda is perhaps a question that, you know, maybe needs to be asked, or maybe there are just worse options for Snormanda specifically, or all that kind of stuff. So it's, you know, it's up in the air, but.
Yeah, maybe an oversight from the player. Maybe it was a matter of preference. Who knows? But in any case, the show must go on, and Freetox is